Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Food for Thought. Well, here we discuss about mental, physical, and emotional well-being. And as you all know, the topic that I'm passionate about is health and nutrition and men's mental health. So today we have the first male speaker on my channel. I'd like to introduce Tushar Choudhary, who is an actor, an entrepreneur, a model, a fitness coach, and whatnot. So let's hear from him what he has to say. So, welcome to the channel, Tushar.
Thanks, Putra. Thanks for inviting me. It's a pleasure and honor to be on your show. So yeah, I'm Tushar. I'm a model. Believe in fitness. I also do some acting, and I've got my own fitness coaching business, which is going very well. So yeah, thanks for inviting me.
Thank you. And it's a pleasure to have you, Tushar. I mean, you have inspired a lot of men and a lot of people, especially on the fitness and modeling. So, we'd love to know more about your childhood. And, I recently had a discussion with one of the psychologists who spoke about the childhood trauma and how important childhood is. So, I'd love to hear from you your childhood experience and how has it shaped you with what you're doing, because you do so many things at the moment. It's amazing how you balance it, and you have a full-time job as well. So how do
I
you
do
do
have a
all of
full-time
that?
job. It's pretty easy when you want to achieve something, you have to do it, right? So my childhood, I had a lot of dreams to do this, to that. When I see big actors on TV, I wanted to have a body like them. So I started working out when I was 17 or 18. And I was very, very skinny kid in my school, in my college, and I was bullied a lot because of my appearance and my weight. So I thought, this is the time I need to do something on my looks, on my body weight and stuff. So without any knowledge, without any nutritional knowledge, any fitness knowledge, I went to the gym. Within 1 month, I broke my chest bone, something. I had to be admitted to a hospital, so that was 3 months gone. Then I hired a coach who was pretty supportive of me, and he gave me a big nutritional plan. But there were so many coaches who came and went. Then I decided, it's time I should learn everything on my own. So I started doing certifications, fitness 3, fitness 4, in fitness and nutrition. So now, right now, I've got all the knowledge, I can put to myself and other people out there. So yeah, from childhood till now, I think it's pretty balanced. I've achieved what I wanted, and there is a lot more things to achieve, a lot more dreams to achieve for me.
Well, that's amazing the way when you talk about how you were bullied and what you're doing right now. It's there's a messaging that I take forward, right? It's about,
Mhm.
there was a situation that was not quite pleasant, but you have managed to convert that to something really positive, and that's really nice. So I'm sure that journey wouldn't have been that easy. So could you tell us how is it, like, that journey from being bullied to an entrepreneur model? How did that all start, like?
I think I'll get to the first question first. There's so many people, so many youngsters, even people at the age 40, 50 who want to achieve things, but because of certain conditions, certain home issues, emotional, physical health issues, they are not able to achieve that. For me, I always had a passion of achieving things. I'm a person who never gives up. If I want to do something, I would do it anyhow, whether it takes time or it takes a lot of effort. So yeah, this is one thing I really wanted to do to fit in my clothes to look good. I think that's what most of the youngsters they want right now, but they don't have proper knowledge and guidance. Same as me, I didn't have any knowledge or guidance for 4 or 5 years, and I was going everywhere to get the knowledge. At our time, there were no phones as well. Like Google was pretty less available. So whatever knowledge I had, I gained, and yeah. What was the other question? Sorry.
Yeah, so the journey wouldn't have been easy because,
No.
again, you do multiple things, right? From a full-time job to start something, from to the being a fitness coach. And
Hmm.
I also understand that your journey was the other way around. A lot of people who are models work towards being fit, but yours was the other way around. You got into
Yeah.
modeling because you started as a fitness coach. So that wouldn't have been easy. And that's what I wanted to understand. How easy or tough was it for you?
Wasn't easy to be honest to begin with, but again, if you want to achieve something, you have to go for it, right? I had a full-time job, 9 to 5, which was pretty busy, so I only had time after work and weekends. So my fitness would be after work. I would go to gym in the morning. I would wake up early, 5 o'clock, do all my meals prep, carry a big bag to work. Same chicken breast, broccoli, and stuff. I would pack a whole like thing and take it to work. So waking up in the morning wasn't easy. Plus, I was studying as well, doing uni at that time. So 5 o'clock wake up, go to office 9 to 5. Sometimes there is uni 5 to 8. After 8, I would go to gym, come back home. But if you have dreams to achieve, if you want to do something, you're motivated, right? You don't get tired easily.
Right.
So right now, after 4 or 5 years of managing and juggling, I have a full-time job. I got into modeling as well because at one point I didn't have any job, so I thought let's try everything. So
Okay.
I got into modeling. Once I got into modeling, I saw so many people looking for advice. So many models, males and females. They wanted some advice, how to be fit, how to get rid of this tummy, how to have good traps and stuff. So I'm always open to giving education and spreading the word. That's how when there were so many people coming and they were adding me to WhatsApp groups. That's how I thought, why not start my own business. Initially I was doing it all for free, giving advice, but it was getting too hectic for me to manage everything. So now I've converted that into a big business. I've got a lot of clients all over.
Wow, that's amazing. So, talking about fitness and health and nutrition, everybody talks about it these days. Everybody wants to go on a diet. They want to join the gym, especially the youngsters, even the
Hmm.
teenagers. So, what's your messaging to them to be fit? Some of them cannot afford to go to the gym on a regular basis, or maybe even the nutrition, right? The diet, they're not being regular. So, what's your messaging to the teenagers and the boys, especially the men, especially?
It's pretty easy. It's very, very easy. Even if you don't have gym, even if you don't have proper diet, you can just get some eggs. Even if you're vegetarian, non-vegetarian, it's pretty easy. People think it's very hard because they don't have the basics. They don't have the knowledge. They don't know how to count macros, how to do calorie counting and stuff. But if you get into it, it's very, very easy. All it needs is a discipline and consistency. You got to do same thing every day. You got to hit the gym or do home workouts or go for a walk in the nature, whatever can keep your mental health and physical health fit. You got to keep doing it. Some people, youngsters, or maybe people of all age, sometimes they get lazy. They just lie down on the couch, watch TV with a bag of chips, and if they do it one day, second day, that thing keeps happening. I think that's the biggest problem: lack of motivation in them. So what my suggestion is, motivation is not important. It's the discipline. Like you go to work every day, like you eat every day, you take care of your family every day. Taking care of your health, mental and physical, is also very important. So just give yourself 40 to 45 minutes every day. Just go to a park, go to nature without your phone, walk on the grass bare feet, go to gym, listen to some good music. That really, really helps. Yeah, so it just needs discipline. You do it for 7 days, continue for 20 days. That's how you build discipline. And once
Okay.
you start seeing changes in your body mentally and physically, you will go, all for it.
Okay. So it's about taking those small steps and
Hmm.
then, achieving the bigger goal. Because I guess, from what you're saying and what I've noticed as well, people have this 1 year goal of me going to the gym for 6 months or a year. I'm going to be dieting. And then somewhere it dies down. They do it for a few days and they're not able to keep up. So from what you're saying, I understand, start slow, but,
Yeah, yeah.
make sure it's consistent and disciplined.
Yeah, take small steps. Don't plan for 6 months, don't plan for 1 year. Take week by week. In this week, I will go to gym 4 days. Even if I can't go 4 days, I'll try to go 3 days, 2 days. Okay. At least you will get up from your couch, go to gym. Next week you will be a little bit more motivated. Okay, I will go 3, 4 days. That's how you build slowly, consistency.
Right.
And same with dieting as well. If you go to gym, you would feel like eating healthy food because you're sweating in the gym, you're working hard. So you would feel like putting some effort on changing your diet as well, not having too much oily food, fried food, cut down sugar at all. All those things are very important.
Okay, great. Thanks, Tushar. And probably one last question that I have for you.
Hmm.
I work on this program which is meant to. which is creating
Yeah.
awareness on men's mental health. And it's so important, like as we talk about domestic violence, women
Hmm.
empowerment, depression, anxiety, a lot of other global issues, men's mental health is very important. And we need to realize that it's not that the men alone can fight it through or come out of it, but it's we as a family, as a community, need to support. And I really appreciate the fact that you have come forward to share your experience and how important the physical well-being and nutrition is important, and for you to do what you really are good at, coming forward and talking about it. So not all men do that, so I really appreciate that. And I'd like to hear from you as to what's your messaging to the men, and especially if men are going through trauma, what is the messaging that you would like to share?
First of all, I would like to start to say, Uttara, you're doing a really good job. There's not many people, who would do this Me Too kind of thing and all these interviews and all the events that you're promoting about mental health, whether male or female. So really appreciate that. And yeah, I'm really happy to have this interview. I can also expand my knowledge and give my knowledge to the community. So second
Yes.
question, for people who are suffering internally, for all the men who are breaking from inside, you know my best advice is fitness and reach out. There's so many communities, so many people, so many friends who you can trust and talk about it. In India as well, you're seeing so many suicide rates in men going up these days. There's so many news coming up. So I would I would request anyone, everyone to reach out to their close ones, talk. If they are unable to talk, reach to some strangers as well. There's everyone's suffering these days, so they're all ready to help as well. And just get into fitness. Fitness is such an amazing thing. Get your diet right. All these small disciplines will fix your mental health as well. Whatever anxiety, depression, and medications you're on, they will slowly fade away. So I'm here to help as well. Any nutritional advice, anything for fitness, I'm here to help too. And if anyone wants to talk to me about any anxiety, depression, I'm always here with you.
Right, great. Thank you, Tushar. That's really kind of you to offer that support, especially to the men to, come and approach you in case they're going through any issues. I know you did mention earlier as well, though you're not trained more from the psychology perspective, but from the health
Hmm.
and nutrition perspective. But it's always good to just talk it out, right? As you said, you being a friend, wherein someone could express what they're going through and you can guide them through to the right people. So I really appreciate that. And thanks for that.
Yeah, I think it's a stigma in the community that men can't talk. Men, they have to bear the responsibility of family, and they can't cry and all those things. But these days, men and women, they're equal. They're equally talented, and they're equally growing well in the community. So they should speak up. And I know psychological. I'm not trained with mental things, psychological and all, but myself suffered a lot of anxiety in the past. I can tell that mental and physical things are linked. If you go out, walk in nature, and do all the simple things, just start with it, and then speak to your doctor, and definitely you will see a massive improvement.
That's great. And I see that because you've been bullied as a child and you've gone through a lot of peer pressure. And I also understand that that wouldn't have been easy at that point. And then transitioning from something that you were not really supported to starting something on your own, let it be modeling, let it be, nutrition, something out of the topic that you are already working on. So that wouldn't have been easy, but yes, one is the willpower, two is to talk it out and probably look at the positives within that situation and make use of it. And I think that's what you did. So
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like maybe it's good I was bullied. If I wasn't bullied, I didn't know my flaws. I didn't know I was skinny. I didn't know I had to gain weight. I didn't know all these things. Not for the society, just for myself. Just to have self confidence and motivation to do. Now I've achieved that, so I'm happy to help everyone else as well.
thank you. Thank you, Tushar. That's really great. And I also believe that your critics are your best friends sometimes because they get the best out of you. So again, that's what happened with you. While you got bullied, you made sure that you make opportunity out
Mm.
of it. So that's great. So thank you so much, Tushar, for taking time to be on my channel. And it's a great, it's a lot of messaging that's going, especially to the men, that if
Hmm.
you're going through any trauma, if you're going through any issues, there are a couple of ways that you could work it out. One is your self discipline in terms of your nutrition and exercise, because the
Yeah,
fitness, because that actually releases the happiness hormones, and the way you actually start looking at things mindfully, which could
yeah,
improve your mental health. Two is like go out, reach out, and seek help, because men are also humans. And just like, women, we women just go and talk it out. We seek help proactively, and we encourage men to do that as well. Yeah, great.
one more thing, I think I forgot to add. There's so many problems with bad food, with high sugar intake, and there's so many people suffering from high blood pressure, cholesterol, so many heart attacks happening as well. So it's really, really important at this stage of our lives with so much stress going around, so much fast-paced life. It's moving so fast. It's very, very important to take care of your health and diet.
Great, thanks for that. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, if your diet is taken care and your routine is taken care, a lot of stress also reduces. So,
Oh,
yeah,
100%. Food is so much linked to your mental thing. Like if you eat too much sugar, your insulin spikes and all those changes in the body happens. But
right.
if you eat the right food, if you eat proper food, like less food, calorie, high protein, high carbs stuff, and definitely it impacts your body and how you think and how you walk around, how you won't be lazy at work. So those things really, really matter a lot.
Great. Thanks, Tushar. And I think this was great chatting with you. There's a lot of message that you have shared with us, and I'm sure it's going to make a lot of difference to people who are listening in, especially the men. I would encourage, those who are uh, wanting to get into that fitness and nutrition to reach out to Tushar. I would be sharing his details on the description box below, and then feel free to reach out to Tushar for this. And again, Tushar, thank you so much. You being the first male guest in my channel, I'm super excited about it, and especially the topic I'm passionate about, nutrition and men's mental health. So thank you so much again for being on my channel.
No, thanks, Uttara, for calling me, and I'm happy to talk more about it. And yeah, just share my my links and everything. If anyone wants to reach out regarding any fitness advice, any nutrition, I'm more than
Yeah.
happy to help.
Sure. Thank you so much again. And that's really kind of you. And we'll have more episodes with you as well. So we understand better about the nutrition and how we can work on it. Yeah. Thank you so
Sure
much.
thing. Yeah. Thank you, Uttara.
Thank you. And thank you, viewers. See you at the next episode.